What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and these new gen consoles that have came out 3 years ago. I can't believe it's been 3 years already, but when I first bought my PS5 back in 2020, I thought this was going to be the next level. I'm talking like bangers on bangers of games, because the PS4, when the PS4 first came around, man, just the jump and the upgrade was phenomenal. And all the games that came out too in the early stages of the PS4, like Batman Arkham Knight, Black Ops 3, all that stuff, it was amazing. But I can't say the same, unfortunately, for PS5 or new gen consoles. Now, I'm gonna say this, Xbox, I don't know what's cooking over there, to be honest, so I'm not gonna be talking anything about Xbox. I'm mostly specifically talking about PlayStation 5 and stuff like that because I'm a PlayStation guy. I've had every PlayStation in the game ever since I was born. I've always played every PlayStation. The only PlayStation I haven't played in my life was the first ever PlayStation because I wasn't alive at the time, but I played the PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. I've had all of those consoles. My entire life I've been a PlayStation guy. And with the PS5 coming out, I was like, bro, this is going to be it. This going to be the new gen consoles. It's about to be insane. And I was bamboozled. We are 3 years into this console life cycle, and we legitimately have zero console exclusives or zero next gen titles. Now, yes, we do have a few next gen titles, and you guys are probably thinking, well, what are you talking about? The God of War Ragnarok, Elden Ring, PS5, those are all PS5 titles. But I'm talking about PS5 titles that are specifically exclusive to PS5 that can't be played on PS4. The only games I can really think about that can't be played on the PS4 is like Ratchet and Clank, the new one. I think that's the only one that's actually memorable, or Demon Souls. Other than that, no other game is played only on the PS5. I know there are going to be a few games that come out this year that are going to be exclusively on the PS5. Like, for example, Spider-Man 2. That's the main game that I'm waiting for. I cannot wait for that game to come out. That game's going to be phenomenal. I already know the cutscenes and everything, the story, being both Miles Morales and Peter Spider-Man, that's going to be a good game. But that's the only PS5 game I'm actually excited for. These 3 years, we have seen nothing but just disappointment and nothing really good with this console. If I knew the PS5 was going to be like this, I truly would have waited until now to get a PS5. I would have not rushed to get a PS5. Sure, I could say I was one of the first ones to get it all the way back in November of 2020, but it's like, was it worth it? I can't really say yes, it was. Sure, my PlayStation 4 sounded like a jet engine every time you started, and sure, my PS4 was on its last leg, last life, but at least it had more content, more games, more everything than the PS5 has now 3 years later. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, Daniel, obviously the PS4, it's been out for 6-7 years, so obviously it's going to have more games and stuff than the PS5. And you know what? You are right with that. But if we compare the first 3 years of PS4 to the first 3 years of PS5, it is a 9-day difference. It is no discussion which console was better. And the jump from PS3 to PS4 was much more impressive than the jump from PS4 to PS5. The PS5 generally might be my last console ever buy. If God of War ever runs out, or if God of War just stops, if they stop making God of War games, and if they stop making PS5 exclusives like Spider-Man stuff, I might legitimately just play PC from here on out, man, because these new consoles that are coming out, it's like, they don't really offer too much. And the fact that they're already talking about making a PS5 Pro and a PS5 Slim, like, why are you thinking about that? Think about making some good games first, then you could think about making a PS5 Slim or a PS5 Pro. The only good thing I could say about the PS5 is maybe the faster loading times, the better frames, and even then sometimes my frames be dipping in games, man. Like, I haven't seen a problem like that on the PS4, where sometimes I'm playing like Call of Duty, or sometimes I'm playing like Fortnite or something, and I see like my frames drop out of nowhere. Like, I'm not talking lag, I'm talking like frames when a lot of stuff is happening, my frames just start going down. It's like, really? Like, what the heck is this? I thought this was supposed to be the next gen consoles, Like, we're talking about the PS5 here. This thing should be a beast. And it's sure built like one. I mean, this thing is a lot bigger than my PS4, but it's just not as cool as the PS4. One big pet peeve and one annoying big thing that the change that they made with the PS4 to PS5 is the fact that now there's no themes in PS5 PlayStation. Like, who remembers the PlayStation 4 themes? They don't have that in PS5. They don't. When you click on a game, when you load a game, it just shows like the title and then the background picture, the same on the little box. It's just disappointing, man. Like, the PS5, bro. What happened or what's going on with this? Now, who knows? Maybe they saved the 3 years for garbage, and the next 3 years are going to be absolutely amazing and absolutely worth it. But knowing my luck and knowing my conspiracies, I doubt that that's truly the case. I think the PS5 is totally cooked at this point. And to be honest, I kind of regret getting a PS5. Let me know if you feel the same as well with this whole next gen console stuff. It just seems like what are they doing? Are they like not trying? Like, are they not making any games? Like, why are they still making games for PS4? Every game that they should make now on should be on next gen consoles or next gen, whatever you like to say, next gen. They should be on those consoles. It's been 3 years already. If you still do not have a PS5, that is on you. That is your fault. Why are us PS5 players suffering with the PS4 people and having to play games that both support PS4 and PS5? Because games that support both PS4 and PS5 is just gonna down the quality of games that can be played on the PS5. Like, if a game was generally made for the PS5, it would be so much better. That's why I'm excited for the new Spider-Man, because it's going to be the first game where I could actually play it only on the PS5, the PS5 exclusive game I'm going to get. Now, sure, as I said, there is some PS5 exclusive games. I know there is some indie games and stuff, but games that I'm actually interested in, absolutely zero PS5 exclusive or next gen console exclusive, to say the least, man. Like, at this point, might just go to PC, to be honest. I might just pack the bags with the PlayStation franchise, pack the bags with PS5, and just move my talents, take my talents to PC, because at least with PC, you could emulate games. There's so much more variety. You could customize your graphics, you know what I mean? It's just so much better, in my opinion, as somebody who's a gamer and someone that likes to play video games. I feel like PC gaming is superior compared to console, but I feel like console's more accessible to the casual video game players that just play, a couple video games here and there, by someone who's kind of like a hardcore gaming type of guy. I mean, you see gameplay commentary, or you see gameplay video back in the background. So I play a lot of video games, and I feel like PC and everything is just so much better compared to the consoles. That's just in my opinion, like graphics wise and everything, and just they offer more games in my opinion. If I switch to PC gaming, yeah, I'll miss out on God of War and Spider-Man, the Marvel Spider-Man series, but it's like I could take those two franchises, I could take that L with those two franchises. And I promise you, the freaking God of War, the next God of War game, and the next Spider-Man game, Marvel Spider-Man 3, will be playable on PS5, so I'll be able to play it. Like, it's so bad to a point where I think the PlayStation 6, you're going to be able to play freaking PS4 games on the freaking PS6. It's really that bad. So I don't know what they're doing, man. Like, I don't know what's up with these new consoles, but they are just definitely not it. And as a PlayStation guy, they definitely need to cook up something or find up something soon, because whatever they have been doing here just ain't it, chief. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments about these new gen consoles. Do you guys agree with me and think that they could do so much better? Or do you guys think that they're doing their best and these new gen consoles have been amazing? This has by far been the worst PlayStation console I've ever gotten, and the worst PlayStation generation of consoles, Like, the fact that we first start off in a shortage of consoles, and then now you could accessibly buy it easy. And now they're thinking about making a PS5 Pro and PS5 Slim rather than making some games. I don't know about that one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.